this weekend, and now we're about to start watching this video. I've seen this guy before. I think this is the guy he always used to just like destroy his job or whatever. So I don't know if he's back again, but I guess he's back according to Jamar. Let's see.
So I'm sure a lot of you remember this guy.
At McMill. Tell McMill to sign me the Dream Chasing. Let him know. I'm trying to get signed to Dream Chasing. All this Subway all of this Subway, bro. At McMill, man. Let him know. I'm trying to sign the Dream Chasing, bro.
For those of you who don't recall, 3 years ago I made a video about him, and his name is Jamani, an extremely underground rapper who was trying to make it out the subway.
Gambling at casinos, I took every chance. My $20 loss turned to 40 grand.
Listen, man. Fur coat, volume.
Now I can respect anyone trying to do something with their art, and it's not like this guy was totally trash, so it's like follow your dreams, right? That is until you turn around and trash several places of business while being employed all in the name of clout.
Grade A, CBS.
Bruh.
For some reason, Jamani thought that this reckless behavior would get him closer to his dream of being famous.
All of this clout chasing is temporary, bro. Deadass. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to be doing none of this. I don't know how I got to this point in my life.
His demeanor in general reminded me of a kid who never got enough attention at home, and so he acted out in the classroom. But after he flew too close to the sun chasing clout, I honestly thought that this man would never get hired anywhere ever again. Not even jobs like Taco Bell, Walmart, or Amazon. And recently that video had been getting some traction once again, and I wanted to see what this guy was up to. And 3 years later, he is still around, and this guy has a whole lot of stuff going on, and he documents almost every second of it. In the last 48 hours, I've actually watched countless videos of this man talking into his camera, and by now I think I do have a pretty good insight into his life. And basically the man does the exact same thing every single day.
Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy.
He works a job, he gambles, he loses all his money, he quits that job, he then gets donations from viewers, he gambles them away, he gets hired somewhere else, and the cycle continues.
Unbelievable.
Apparently this man has been a degenerate gambler for the greater part of the last 2 decades, leading him to a life of misery. But it gets so much deeper than that. Now mainly Jamani has been cycling in and out of minimum wage jobs from KFC to Dollar Tree to Family Dollar, Walmart, and even Taco Bell.
I've had more jobs than most people my age, because if you have more jobs than me, that's kind of like, that's a problem. Like, why would you, like, I've had more than 30 jobs throughout my life. And
whoa.
Like I already said, when we first talked about him, I thought he couldn't even get a job like this. But apparently the background check either isn't that deep, or they are so desperate for employees that they just don't care. Either way, in these vlogs, it's not uncommon for this man to work 2 or 3 different jobs in one day, but it's also not uncommon for him to leave these jobs almost as soon as he starts them.
I'm ready to quit. I was working at a Motel 6, and
what the hell?
I just quit the job because there was a chance that I was probably going to end up getting fired anyway. Long story short, I got caught sleeping in the motel.
Citing a variety of reasons for why he chooses to quit, with the main one being that he gets fired or quits once someone recognizes him from his past online activities.
But when, you know, one person recognizes me and then essentially ends up snitching on me to everyone else, it just creates a bad atmosphere for me.
Regardless, this man is constantly filming himself at work, and one of the jobs that he's had for the longest
you did to say everybody
some sort of maintenance position at a Motel 6, where he goes into random unoccupied rooms to get his rants off about his failed rap career and his problems with women.
Basically what I'm saying too is like, people were saying in the comments that the reason why females don't want me is based on my circumstances. That's false.
Oh, that might be the cleanest Motel 6 I've ever seen. What the hell?
Things a lot worse. Why people in general don't want to deal with me. But you know, even in high school, I was having issues with girls, and I'm not even. I think I'm cute. Like I've always thought I was cute. You know what I'm saying? But females, girls at the age of 17, they didn't feel like that in high school. I was never really getting girls, and the girls that I talked to, it never really went too far.
Now, another running theme here in these vlogs is actually a surprising amount of self-awareness. The man knows he has a gambling problem.
I need to stop gambling because really my problem is gambling. Before I do anything, I need to stop gambling.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what job I get, I'm just going to take my paycheck and donate it to the casino.
He knows he made the wrong decisions in life.
I have a lot of narcissistic characteristics, which led into just the way how I handle situations, like even with the clout chasing, my entitlement, things of that nature that hasn't benefited me long term.
And he knows that he's ultimately stuck in a vicious cycle of mediocrity.
You know, I've been unstable.
You need to get help on that gambling, ready.
And the problem is that this guy never changes anything about his life. And his fans encourage him to be a degenerate at every turn because it entertains them. That's not to suggest that there aren't a lot of people who have actively supported this man over the last year since he started popping up on TikTok. He is constantly getting donations, with some of them of course being small, from $5 to $20, but other times he regularly receives hundreds of dollars from people who like his content or want to see him gamble.
Shout out to Tickets LLC who sent me $200. He said if you have Zelle, I could help clear your debt. Hit me up.
Now, despite the bad economy, some people just must have money falling out of their ass. But hey, it's still better to me than donating your hard-earned money to some streamer sitting at home in their mansion. Regardless, the only thing he ever does with this money is either gamble it, spends it on takeout, or seemingly book a hotel room at a casino for the night. It's clear at this point that his focus is no longer on music, as he states multiple times that he wants to be a full-time gambling content creator.
Now that I'm not working, thankfully, I have more time to focus on being a content creator. And it's not that I don't want to stop gambling or I want to continue it, but what else am I doing with myself right now? I'd rather continue doing this because I look at the analytics, and regardless of the people that tell me don't gamble, the analytics don't lie. The numbers is telling me people are watching.
Bro, what does it benefit you?
And let's just say that this guy is no Phil Ivey. You can give this dude thousands of dollars, and I promise you he will blow it within 24 hours. And this is really where I get to the degenerate gambler part of this story, because this man has a serious problem that he claims has lasted the greater part of 15 years. Which is literally half his life. This guy is 30 years old at this point, and he is still begging anyone possible for help.
At DDG, at Kai Sanat, at Aiden Ross, anyone that's a streamer, content creator, rapper that's willing to put me on. I need someone that's famous. I need a cosign. I need someone that could co-sign me so I can monetize myself through their audience, their following. I want to make $20,000 a month.
At Meek Mill, tell him to save me, bro. I'm in the trenches right now.
Where is this
I
at?
promise I'm gonna stop clout chasing. Yo, Meek, bro, I'm gonna stop being a heathen. I'm gonna stop clout chasing, bro. I just need you to save me, bro.
Now honestly, this behavior is pathetic, but it does not really surprise me. I mean, at least this time, while begging for his meal ticket, he is not destroying a place of business. Overall, the guy does seem like he no longer wants to be a menace, and in all the content I've watched from him, he never really did anything morally wrong to anyone besides himself. Well, I guess come to think of it, there was that one time that he bought a hooker while working the front desk of a hotel.
Talk about the choice that I made while at work to essentially pay a woman to have with her. There was a language barrier between me and this woman, so she was using Google Translator. For anyone that's curious, I think I gave her exactly $89. I just had $89 in my pocket.
In general, Jamani seems to have some major problems when it comes to matters of love.
Middle school, high school, elementary school, college, women never wanted anything to do with me. I talked about being like involuntarily celibate. I still don't want to be alone. Like, I'm thinking about my future. I'm probably gonna have like 5 dogs. I would often be attracted to women that I'm not really attracted to. I will see a woman that I'm attracted to, and then I will think about that woman while I'm by myself, and I will make love to myself, because no one else is gonna make love to me. I really be disgusted with myself.
Now, one of the problems with the way this guy gambles is that he only ever plays roulette, which is very low on the control element when it comes to gambling. At least on the slot machines, you can play around with your odds and the different lines. Or if you're betting on sports or even horses, there's obviously an element of knowledge and history to help you make your decisions.
Yeah.
Ironically, roulette is a game that is always the same, and pretty much based purely on luck. And much like his life, it's the same cycle over and over and over again. Like
that makes sense. That's probably why he likes the game. It probably just reminds him of his life.
Right now, I lost $2,000, and that ain't no one's fault but my own.
Now keep in mind, Jimani is actually very transparent about everything, often showing screenshots of his bank accounts with negative balances. There is times where he shows off the negative balance in the morning and is in the casino that night getting deeper into debt.
Before I go to the casino, I came to the bank because I want to deposit $50. My bank account's currently overdrafted $221, so I'm gonna do that before I go to the casino.
Obviously, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, and he even documents him doing one of the stupidest things I've ever seen a person do, all in the name of gambling. So what this man will do is go down to the Apple store, buy a $1,000 iPad, and then go and pawn it off for $300, documenting the entire process.
300? Oh, this guy's that's terrible.
I lost money at the casino last night, and result, I'm taking my credit cards, and I'm gonna go to Apple, get an iPad, then take that iPad and bring it to the pawn shop for cash to go back to the casino.
What?
So this is the iPad Pro I'm gonna get. It's gonna be a little bit more than $1,000 after taxes. Now, I've been coming to this pawn shop for about 10 years, since I started gambling, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if I get $250 for this. If they offer me $200, that's gonna be flat out disrespectful. But yeah, I got the $300. So let's go to the casino and let's see what happens.
So just so we're clear on the math, he opens up a credit card, he charges $1,000 for an Apple product, and then he turns around and pawns it for $300 cash, starting him with a net $700 loss as he heads into the casino. And then he goes and loses that money at the casino, meaning he effectively loses $1,000 in one day.
I gamble for the drug.
Honestly, guys, tell me that is not the dumbest and the most degenerate thing you've ever seen a gambler do.
Yep,
and he documents
definitely the dumbest.
doing it over and over again, even saying that he has been doing this same hustle to get quick cash for the last 10 years.
This is going to the pawn shop, going to the casino. What's up? It's Jimani. Trying to overdraft my bank account to go to the casino. I just lost $280. All right, so y'all can laugh. Y'all can laugh if you want. Y'all can laugh if y'all want. Ah!
And the dude can even make some money every now and then. You know, a blind squirrel even finds a nut.
Made a little bit more.
Oh my God.
I made about $200.
But don't worry, because the very next night, he loses it all.
You just see me lose $800, right? That's the last time you're gonna see that. You're not gonna see it again.
No, I won't lie to you guys, there have been some pretty wholesome moments in these vlogs as well. Like when Jimani runs into a fan out in the street.
I watch your TikToks, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
What you mean?
Huh? I'm recording a vlog right now.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry for
you good? You good, bro?
Can I get a picture with you though?
You wanna get in this vlog?
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's up, man?
Hey, man. All right, shout out to man. I'm just chilling, riding through the city.
Or when he tries to give his viewers advice on how to not end up like him.
I'm not happy with the choices I've made. And I'm not looking for sympathy for the things that I've done. This is not who I am. This is who I became.
I mean, sometimes things can even get a little bit motivational.
I don't believe what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I believe what doesn't kill you immediately kills you slowly.
Now, sadly, all this has led him to deeper and deeper desperation, selling his NFTs he paid a lot for back when they were popular, and really doing anything he can to feed his gambling addiction. I'm essentially gonna title this video, Selling My NFTs to Go to the Casino, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's sad, man. I invested a lot, but you know, this is the price of being a gambling addict. Even when he collects hundreds to thousands of dollars from YouTube and TikTok revenue, which you would think would be a positive sign towards him being able to be a full-time content creator, he still ends up blowing that money too. He overspends on food, he overspends on places to stay, and it's just the same thing over and over again. I mean, this man is sleeping on the floor and then gambling $2,000 he made by pawning off iPads he purchased on credit. That is insanity. I mean, one thing I will give Jumaane credit for is that he clearly does have work ethic. For the last year, he has made content almost daily, and while yes, most of it is damn near the same thing every single day, the man is still trying to pursue his dreams while dropping the clout chasing antics. And for this, he has built up a little fan base for himself. Overall, I really can appreciate someone like this because it shows not only the pitfalls of doing dumb shit to try and go viral online, but also the downside to being so obsessed with gambling, which is becoming a major problem for younger adults all around the world. I mean, over the last 3 years, this guy could have got a better job, he could have got educated, he could have really made a greater effort to leave the past behind, but honestly, he didn't, and now it is sad to see how much time this guy seems to spend alone, and how isolated his life is. But at some point, he has to let go of who he was and who he wanted to be to become this new version of himself.
Yeah, he gotta grow up, honestly.
High school and even middle school.
I really used to talk to this girl every day. I really had this girl in the palm of my hands, bro. There was a time where I was different when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl's way out my league now, but...
And it's like, dude, you're 30 years old. It's time to let that teenage angst go.
Yeah.
And I know some of you might not agree with this, but honestly, I do wish Jumaane the best. I can definitely appreciate that he's trying to drop the clout chasing ways, and that he's been earning an honest living for the last couple of years. Like even if he's doing all that dumb shit with the iPads, at least the only person who he's scamming is really himself. And I don't know, a part of me does actually feel bad for him because it does seem like his life is pretty tough. Not saying that he didn't do it to himself, but damn, watching some of these videos is pretty depressing.
I have to do better. I know I say it all the time, but I really have to do better.
But
yeah, he needs someone to check up on him, and he needs someone to tell him like that.
Update. I'm telling
That's
you
my
guys,
opinion,
time
but
flies fast. A lot has happened for myself over the last 3 years. And this really does make me really appreciate my life and the brain that God gave me and the hand that I was dealt. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. Y'all let me know down below who you